Greetings, Warriors! Welcome to the Wake. How did you guys like that movie last night, Final Terror? Telling you, I love camping, right? But when you get these camping movies like this, and ooh, let me fix my camera. This, Friday the 13th, all that, right? It kind of like makes you not want to go camping. But I loved the movie. I just loved watching Daryl Hannah trying to act, right? This was not her first movie. Coffee. Not her first movie, but it had to be one of her first movies. And a lot of people think she's a good-looking woman. She's okay, right? Right? But nothing between the ears. Remember, she was dating this guy who was a singer back in like the 90s, or 80s, 90s. His name was Jackson Brown. And he was sort of like, he was rock, but it was kind of like country rock kind of thing, right? Not like southern fried rock, like Skinner. But it was like Eagles kind of thing he was. And he was okay, right? And those two were a number for years, and then I don't remember what happened. And then she was in a movie called Splash, right? Which was directed and produced by Richie Cunningham, whatever his name is. And that was like, I think that was his first big movie. That and Backdraft, if you guys ever saw Backdraft. Being a member of a fire company, let me tell you, Backdraft, that happened, okay? So if you ever get a chance, watch Backdraft. Please go watch it. It's funny, when my second son, the littlest warrior, he's the one that's been Joe Fire Department since he was 14. I had showed him Backdraft probably about the same time, right? And like that is his favorite movie. Like he watches it all the time. And then there's Backdraft 2, right? Which is about as useless as like Airplane 2, right? It was pretty much like Airplane 2 was Airplane 1, but on the space shuttle, right? And then Backdraft 2 is basically Backdraft 1 with all different cast, right? And the same plot. Ridiculous. Oh God, I saw a movie. What did I see? There was Gladiator 2. Same thing. Gladiator 2. Great movie if Gladiator 1 didn't come out. But Gladiator 2 is Gladiator 1, but with Maximus' son. If you watch it, it's the exact same movie, except the end is the end that we all wanted to see, in Gladiator 1, where like the gladiator lives and then takes over and becomes Pax Romana or whatever, right? Anyway, all right. But Final Terror, and one of my favorite actors that's in it, and I brought his name up probably 5 or 6 times, is Joe Disco. Okay, and you guys are, which one's Joe? Joe Disco was the one with the big hair, not the one that had the redneck accent, right? The other one, right? And he was always like, when John Travolta was in the movie, the next movie, he played the character that was like John Travolta. Grease, Saturday Night Fever 2, I think it was. No, Grease, Saturday Night Fever 2? Oh, God, I think they were. But then he was in like a ton of TV shows as a bit actor, as the cool Italian guy that, like, and I don't even think he's Italian. But I enjoyed, he was in Bachelor, that was the other big movie he was in, Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks, right? And that was a pretty good movie, too. If you guys go, chicks don't like it, kids don't watch it, right? But he's in it, and the chick from, Here I Go Again, from Whitesnake, right? The chick that was like crawling all over the Camaro, she's in it, too. She's his Tom Hanks' wife, which is Tom Hanks' Bachelor Party. But why am I talking about that? Anyway, so we've got a boatload of new movies coming up, right? Next week we got Q, right? The Winged Serpent, which is it's a really good movie. Actually too good to be on our show when you think about it. But um, we're looking forward to that. I actually really enjoyed it when I saw it at the movie theater, probably 150 years ago. Um, and ooh, my goodness, why is that not showing up? There we go. Sorry, technical difficulties. But it's a good movie, right? It's it's got like John Carradine in it, and a bunch of other like bit actors that are just filling out their contracts with the with the company, the film company they belong to, and it's entertaining. Now the CGI is not the best, but for 1980, it was pretty damn good, and I enjoyed it. This is one of those fun, comfortable kind of movies. Very, very little gore in it. The only gore in it is at the beginning when the guy finds the body, right, and it's all like mauled up, but it's okay. And then, like I said, we have Offbeat Cinema on after us every Friday. Now, I've been a fan of Offbeat Cinema probably for 15 years. And it's just funny because I came across Offbeat Cinema just when I was channel scanning after I got my Roku for the first time, and found out that they actually had that that they had like a bunch of like different horror movies on it. And it was just fun, and I like watching. I'd rather watch a movie, a bad movie it's hosted, right, than just watch the bad movie for a lot of reasons. One, because I think that they bring a lot to it, and these guys are great. And it's just even their commercials are goofy and hokey, and they're from Buffalo, right? And people in Buffalo are different than people up here in New York and down in Philly, right? They're a different kind of people, considering it's like minus 10 degrees for like 7 months out of the year. So, but Offbeat Cinema, if you guys, when you get done watching us, turn on Offbeat Cinema and you will have a good time watching it. I thoroughly enjoy it. It used to be on the Retro channel on Saturday nights at like 10 o'clock, right? And it's not on there anymore. So if you want to watch, well, it's not on Saturday nights anymore. I don't know if it moved. But guys, if you want to watch, watch it. They have some horror movies and some just really weird. They had Charlie Chaplin on a couple weeks ago, right? And then, like I said, they have a lot of Woody Allen stuff on. It's really, really enjoyable. I'm telling you. And the Beatniks, right? They're fun, right? Bird. Oh God, I can't think of all their names, but they're and guys. So, moral of the story: hang out and watch Offbeat Cinema after our show. Okay. But so the Doc and I are going to be filming our shows for April and May in like 2 weeks, right? And when we do it, right, we're going to do, oh my goodness, I think we're doing 10. We're doing 9. So we're doing, because we have 4 in April and we have 5, because there's 5 weeks in May. We have 5 weeks. So we're going to be doing 9 episodes over the course of, one night of doing it. It's fun. It's like when we do it, right, first of all, it's not really scripted. Even though do I write a script, it's more like an outline. And in that outline, it's just trying to pick funny things up to show, and in the highlight. And like I said, this week with the oh my God, I like this week with the Final Tower, and it's just it's fun to sit and watch the movie, right, and then pull out some things. And there was a lot of goofy things we pulled out for it, So, but anyway, but program note, this Friday when we're on with Q, right, we will we're going to be on at 10 because the hat tricks, the Danbury hat tricks are on at 8, right, live, the hockey team. So do yourself a favor, right? It's really good minor league hockey. I was watching it last week, and they're pretty much doing really well. And I think they're like top of their league right now. So guys get a chance, watch the hat tricks. And then after the hat tricks, watch us cue the Winged Serpent. And I'm hoping to get a couple video, at least one video from the kid who from the Planet Kaiju YouTube page. He has some really good stop motion stuff. And then we're going to have, so what's coming up, right? So we're going to have Q, right? Then I'm Haunted, right, with Elizabeth Chamberlain, my honey, right? Fangs, right, which is a independent vampire movie. It's pretty good, right? It's just very, things were convenient. When things are convenient, it means that the plot just presented a solution without really giving you a reason how it came to that solution. Nice way to put it. But it's fun. I actually enjoyed it, right? But remember, it's an independent movie. It's low budget, but it's a fun movie to watch. And then on the 14th, we're going to have Phantom of the Opera, the original silent movie, which came out in 1926, right? So the movie's almost 100 years old, and it's got Lon Chaney Sr. He was just Lon Chaney then because he didn't have his son yet. But Lon Chaney Sr. in it, and if you don't like silent films, I get it, right? But just do me a favor, right? Watch it. You guys will thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm enjoying watching a lot of these silent movies because just the quality is insane. So the Phantom of the Opera, that's one of the top 100 movies ever created. That if you look on IMDb. Ooh, not like a good cup of Joe. Right? And then we have our May schedule out, right? And in May, we have some doozies, right? So, pardon me, in April and May. Come on. You know, I have all my list ready to go, and then it decides it doesn't want to do it. And we also have Strathaven football coming back on. So all my favorite Delconians out there, right? We can watch Strathaven pretty much, go to town on all the other Delco teams. And it's fun because last year, a couple of Delco bars for the Innerburg game and then the Springfield game and I think the Ridley game, different bars in those towns actually had it live on TV in the bars from our station. And it was really cool to find out that, I was getting some support from my favorite Delconians. And my favorite Delconians are people that own bars. Just saying. Joe McGee, PJ Dolans, you guys are the man, the myth, the legends. All right. So we got our April movies, right? Spider Baby, Lon Chaney Jr., horrible movie. We are going to have so much fun with this. It's one of those movies you're like, oh my God, please. It's that kind of movie, and you will laugh. We will make you laugh for that movie. Then we have X Night, Escape from Warp Hell. If you guys remember when we had Slaughter Beach on Labor Day weekend, Fisherman Joe, right, who was like, or Fisherman Sam, who was like the mad killer. He wrote the comic book for this, wrote the script, produced, directed this movie, X Night from Warp Hell. It's actually, for an independent movie, really good. So I'm looking forward for the doc and I presenting that, right? Then we have Dead Girls and I'm Haunted 2 with my girl, Elizabeth Chamberlain, right? Now, Dead Girls, I really don't know anything about yet. I haven't got a chance to see it. I'll be watching it this week, right? I'm hoping it's a pretty good movie. But, hey, they got some hot chicks on the cover, Then I'm Haunted 2, boom, Elizabeth Chamberlain, another great movie from our friends up in Edmonton, okay? And then, in May, we have 5, right? So, we have Axe, right? Axe, the Total Terror. Good movie, right? I'm looking forward to watching that one. It just breaks me up because I keep thinking of Axe with I can't think of his name right now, but Axe, the real tough-looking Mexican guy. Yeah, I worry about it. That's what I want to see him. Right? Creature of Destruction, a 50s B movie, right? Really entertaining. You'll get a kick out of it. I got a kick out of it when I saw it for the first time, right? I'm Haunted 3 because with Elizabeth Chamberlain, you got to stretch that out, man. So they're going to have, it's the third of the trilogy about the haunted apartment, right? Curse of Bigfoot came out during the Bigfoot craze, the late 70s, early 80s, right? You guys will get a kick out of it. It's a good B movie. A lot of parts are funny, which aren't meant to be funny, but when you watch it, you'll laugh. You get a kick out of it, right? And then The Chilling. I have not seen that yet, and I have not gotten the paperwork for it, right? So I'm going to be looking that up on Instagram, or not Instagram, Wikipedia, so I can get all the info for that. So when we do our show, right, you guys will get to find out. But that this just the cover for it looks pretty good. But so other things, right? In April, I was given the honor to be able to show or host the Jackie Robinson story. So other than being, the Mad Darbarian, I'm actually a Negro League historian. And the team that I associate with the most is the Darby Hilldales. It's actually a team that played in Darby, Pennsylvania, where I grew up, right? And they won the 1925 Negro League Championship over the world-famous Kansas City Monarchs, where just about everybody who was a famous Negro Leaguer played, except our boys from Hilldale. And I'm looking forward to hosting that. It's going to be a different me, you see. It's not going to be this guy, right? It's going to be me as me, my AKA, my secret identity. But you guys will get a kick out of it. I'm looking forward to doing that. And like I said, it's going to be a different me. It's going to be the serious me who actually, if you guys know the story of the Negro Leagues, right, that African Americans were not treated very nicely in the early 1900s to play professional sports. And trust me, if they had been able to play with the major leagues, right, all the records would be completely different. But that's another point. Things that we got coming up on May 17th, the Doc and I are going to be do our first convention together, right? And it's going to be up in this place called Quakertown, Pennsylvania. It's called Bones Bazaar. And Bone Johnson, Jawn, because in Philly everything's John, right? He runs this, but he was also the director, producer, writer for Crickfoot, a movie that we're going to present in June. So in June, when we do Crickfoot, right, we'll have all our interviews and stuff from, that Bones Bazaar, and we'll interview some more of the people that were in the movie, right? And you guys pretty much have seen a couple of the interviews that I've done. You haven't seen the kid yet, and the kid, you guys are going to love it. The kid's great. We're actually going to have one of his movies in Q as a filler for Q next week, so you guys will get a kick out of that. Other than that, the Doc is going to be filming his trailer park at the State Theater up there in Gilbertsville, Pottstown area, and I'm looking forward to that. He puts on a good show. His trailer park, and basically it's a bunch of trailers. It's fun, right? And then he does Swamp Theater, which is his own hosted movie show, right? And it's funny, man. I'm telling you. You guys are lucky that we have him on CC here, And then, and then he's always on the Monster Channel, 11:40 on Friday nights. So next week he's going to be on Against Himself. It's because we're going to be on at 10 to midnight, and then he comes on at 11:40 on the Monster. He's not going to know what to do. He's going to, what am I going to watch? I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch that. I don't know. And if you watch him on the Monster Channel, right? He has live chat. So while you're watching him, do his his show, the Dr. Dread reviews, right? He does live chat, so you can keep it. And we tried live chat on Facebook for about like 2 months with Cemetery Cinema. Basically, it was just a doc talking back and forth to each other. I'm looking to bring that back again in the spring, right? And maybe we can get some more interaction with some of our fans out there. Now, on our Cemetery Cinema Instagram page, we just hit, I think we're like at 2,200. We're over 2,000 people. Thank you very much, and please keep watching the show. We, on our Facebook page, we only have a few hundred, right? Hoping to get that to grow, right? And the Cemetery Cinema YouTube page, right? I started filling it out with videos, and you get blocked at only uploading 10 videos a day. Well, we got 7 months worth of videos, and every time I go to load it, I come back and I find out that like half the videos I put in there didn't get loaded, and so I will be more attentive to that coming up. All right. So yeah, do us a favor, keep watching. Right, we appreciate all you guys out there of our fans. I'm just blown away that we went from having 1,000 on Instagram about 3 weeks ago, and then we got a whole nother 1,000 people, 2,000 in a month, or 1,000 in a month, right? So it tells us, right, that you guys like what we're doing, and not just having like the public domain and a few of the other more modern movies that Boss has gotten us contracts with, right? All the independent movies. When you watch Cemetery Cinema, you're going to see stuff that you've never seen and movies you've never seen on any other show, any other channel. Unless it's Tubi where they have, but us hosted, okay? All right. Well, I got to get on with my day. Helga has me going like the 3 different parties, which are like not even close to each other, right? One's out like in a place called Reading, which is from where we're at, it's like 50 miles away. And then from there, we're going to Delaware County, home of Darby. And from Reading, it's about 80 miles. So we got to go 50 miles this way, 80 miles back, and then come back 40 miles for what we got to do tonight. Yeah. Thank God the price of gas is coming down. All right, guys. Thank you very much. All my cemetery seminarians, the doc's patients, and you guys, my warriors. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be talking to you later. We'll be posting our jokes for this week probably tomorrow, and I'm actually going to post our question that we had at the end, right? You'll get a kick out of that. The doc and I talking about camping, and the look at his face when he talked about Mrs. Dread going camping. She ain't a camper, and trust me, Helga, she ain't either. Unless it's a five-star longhouse, right? She ain't going. All right? So, thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys during the week, right? And I'm out. Mad Darbarian. See ya. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dun.